I have found for myself that there's a lot of value in the 80-10-10 diet by Dr. Douglas N. Graham. The majority of my calories comes from fruit. I also eat vegetables, nuts, and seeds. I find this to be optimal for me. A lot of people think that 80-10-10 is extreme and that they could never go on a raw diet that's mostly fruit. That's fine. I mean, the 80-10-10 is not exclusively a raw diet. It actually refers to 80% carbohydrates, 10% protein, and 10% fat. It can absolutely be done with cooked food. The 80-10-10 diet has been endorsed as the healthiest diet on the planet by none other than T Colin Campbell, Ph.D., Jacob Gould Schurman, Professor Emeritus of Nutritional Biochemistry at Cornell University. T. Colin Campbell is the author of the China Study, the most comprehensive study ever done on nutrition. The China Study covered over 20 years, included 367 variables, 65 counties in China, and 6,500 adults. When the study was finished, they had over 8,000 statistically significant associations between lifestyle, diet, and disease variables. The study concluded that people who ate the most animal-based foods had the most degenerative diseases, while people who ate the most plants were the healthiest.
Nutrition, if we think of it biologically, is actually using food to maintain health and prevent disease. And the typical diet that we now, in my view, believe is the healthiest possible diet is the so-called 80-10-10 diet. It's the healthiest possible diet is the so-called 80-10-10 diet.
There's proof that degenerative diseases can be reversed by a low-fat vegan diet. Dr. Neal Barnard, president of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, has clinical studies proving that a low-fat, plant-based vegan diet reverses diabetes. Likewise, Dr. Caldwell Esselytyn has irrefutable evidence from a 20-year study that a low-fat vegan diet actually reverses heart disease. I've even met people who have healed from terminal cancer from a low-fat vegan diet.
My name is Megan Trudeau. When I was 13 years old, I was diagnosed with a rare form of brain cancer that many doctors deemed as terminal. They wanted me to do chemotherapy and radiation, but I said no. I found a raw vegan diet, and at 17 now, I'm totally cured of my cancer.
Now, some people will say, well, my favorite sports hero eats meat, and they're healthy. Well, only 3% of the population is vegan right now. And your favorite sports hero is quite possibly taking steroids. They're unnaturally fast and strong. There are many healthy vegan athletes. Carl Lewis is a vegan. So is Serena Williams. And recently in Texas, at a natural bodybuilding competition, steroid-free, Team Plant Built, vegans, dominated the show, ranking in first place for 5 out of the 7 divisions. When it comes to 80-10-10, raw vegan, fruitarian style, there are lots of awesome athletes out there, like Michael Arnstein, who eats 6,000 calories a day of fruits and vegetables and wins 100-mile races. Famous vegan UFC MMA fighter Mac Dansig recently went 80-10-10. And my close personal friend Mike Vlasaty from YouTube channel Fruit and Strength is an elite strength athlete, powerlifter. He competes in strongman competitions. He can bench twice his body weight, deadlift 3 times his body weight, and he eats less than 10% of his calories from protein. For me, and I've lost 60 pounds of fat and gained muscle mass. So let's put these myths about diet and health to rest. A low-fat vegan diet is the optimal diet for human species. Not only is it optimal for our health and in the prevention of diseases, but it also helps save the planet and the animals. It's a win-win situation. So please, go vegan.